So when I was born, I actually was born, called a crack baby because my mother was on drugs for a long time.
I felt like I was in the episode of The Wire. Like, where's Dad in this process? He was out getting that bread back in the day, and we all
started to just disappear. He got locked up. He didn't get out until I was probably in 4th grade.
This is where we're getting into some great influences.
Chris is a female. Obviously, my grandma was a female. They connected and they got together, so they was like the same sex, and they was proud. And she was like that father in the household that I didn't have. That's when I started to get a lot of anger. My sole purpose, I ain't care about nothing else. I want to be Mickey Mouse.
Watch how passionate you are talking about that.
My number one, Da Vinci.
We're gonna talk about the fact that you smoke, marijuana, little green.
I'll wake up at 5. Smoke. I've done this. I threw it away before. Dug right in the trash can and got it back. It was me and Mike. We was in here getting detoxed.
Detox. That's so true. That is so true. No,
because it feeds into everything else. It feeds into what you now put into your body as far as your diet.
Tell us about Go Season.
Look like you got some fresh fits on now.
Yeah.
Now we get into the gym fashion.
Gym, that's really what it is. That's what it
Gym
is.
fashion.
Because you're gonna fail regardless. It don't matter. That failure allowed me to learn from it. One regret I don't want to have, not giving it my all. Like, I never want to not give anything my all because people are watching you. I don't have no quotes. Real with you. The only thing I would just tell people for real is just keep going.
So let's get further down. I mean, you working, you out here. You meet us. Pandemic happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to go into it. I mean, I know during that time you, as well as all of us, like Miller over there heavy on that bottle, drinking every 5 seconds, right? But you were over there, dealing with your own problems, and we're going to talk about the fact that you smoke, a lot of marijuana, little green.
A lot is an understatement.
It's an understatement, but tell us, I know because sometimes people don't understand that addiction comes in many forms and in many lights and in different things. So I don't ever want to demean the fact that you were able to overcome and, that addiction also. So tell us about how did it become an addiction? How did you start smoking weed? Like, when did that happen? Like, because I know that became such a big deal for you. Yeah. And I want to really touch on that because people out here are struggling with that addiction also.
True. My first time, I was in high school. I was at a party. Me and a dude, Javon, hit the J. Hit it once. I laughed I could not stop laughing. Yeah. I could not. I was like, yo, like, people looking at me like, you good? I'm just like, I can't stop.
Nothing like that.
I can't stop.
Right.
I was just starting to hurt now. Like, I really need to calm down. And so, like, high school was funny because I wasn't a smoker. I was drinking in high school. I drank hard. Like, I drank like Henny, Patron. I was a drinker. And then college, I was a drinker. I was
in high school?
Yeah.
Gee.
It was cool. Like, I smoked a little tiny bit, but that wasn't my thing. My thing was drinking. College, the same thing. Like, I smoked. It's cool, but I was drinking. Had one bad night with the Henny. That was it. I stopped drinking, and I just went to smoking.
Okay.
And I didn't smoke like blunts. I smoked like papers because it was like the healthier way to do it. Mm-hmm. And I just started smoking. And really, 2016, I would say 2016 is like when it ramped up. Like, every day. Every day, me and the homies, like, we were linked. Like, I was working at that time. I was working at Pandora and Aldo. I had 2 jobs. I was working on school, working on campus, and I was taking the full course load. So it was like I'm off work at 9:30, close the store up, We going, like, we probably go up, like, we used to go to Frostburg all the time on the weekend. Done. Cook. I'm getting cooked on the way up. When we get there, I'm getting cooked again. Like, that's it. So 2016 is, like, really when I started smoking, like, heavy, like, all the time. And, like, we would smoke. It's, like, 20 degrees outside. We'd be outside with it because we couldn't smoke in the house. So we'd be outside with it smoking, watching anime. And that was, like, a daily thing for real. Mm-hmm. So we fast forward now, like, to the pandemic. Man, I don't know what to do.
But time on your hands.
Nothing else to do. So like during that time, it was just like all I did was just smoke. Like I would wake up. I was working from home. I would let me see, I clocked in or whatever at 7. I would wake up at 5 to smoke.
Gee.
Be cooked until like 5:30. It's my routine. Be cooked until like 5:30. Take a shower, get right, eat. I don't know what I was eating. Wasn't nothing good. It wasn't nothing good.
Wasn't nothing healthy, right?
It was I don't know what it was. It was probably like, it was a snack and something. It just probably didn't make no sense. School started working. This is how bad it was. You on the clock, like whatever, like spark up. Like I mean, I had probably like go through a pack. I would get these things called the king size. It would be 3 in a pack, probably like $5-6. So it's expensive. I go through like 3 packs in a day. And that was daily. It was like every single day.
So you talking about $5 per pack?
Per pack. Like I was spending so much money.
So you spending $15 a day just on the paper?
Just on the paper. Wow. Just on the papers. That's not even the weed. Like the weed, whoever my graduate was at the time, he probably was happy. Like, oh yeah, God got me. He easy. Like I was spending so much money. I didn't know it was like the behavior wasn't the addiction. And,
even, I mean, we could talk about the fact that we know it has some medicinal, benefits, but your behavior, what you were doing, the decisions you were making.
Very bad.
See, that's the thing. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about addiction is like when you're making bad decisions that are affecting your livelihood, your life, your, being able to be a productive citizen. Like, you said you was choosing weed over food.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't get groceries because I was like, groceries or weed. Took the weed. I would rather get high than fill my refrigerator up. And I just would be hungry.
And I know you talked about like bills.
I was so like, at that time I was not making, like it was trash. So I had to be my budget was like tight. So it was like, this is to this is to that, this is to that. So it was like, all right, we ain't eating. Probably gonna take it back to the old days. Go get some cereal, some peanut butter and jelly, and we good. But I'm gonna go spend all this money on weed. Jeez. And it's like I was doing that continuously. And I thought I was good. I'm like, I got my own crib, I'm good, got a little job. They in the bubble plan, so I'm just gonna get high, watch Braun and them, eat a little cereal, and it was like I was good. Everybody on the game, so I'm probably gonna hop on 2K or Call of Duty. I was like, yo, I feel like I'm back
on the duty, on the
duty. I'm thinking like I'm good, but again, like my productivity is trash. Like I'm not able to study how I want to study. I'm lethargic. Like, I see it in my face, like I just look bad, like my voice, like everything, like it just was, man. It was not a good space at all.
So what sparked that change that made you want to, I guess, give it up? Was it something where you wanted to do it for, all right, I'm just doing it for a short period of time, or were you like, all right, this is it, I'm done with it? What? And I know during that time, what sparked the change? I
didn't mean to cut you off short.
No, you good.
But during that time, that was like, Passport came into play. Mm-hmm. We working out at that time. I mean, so the exposure to positive men and the conversations we were having, like maybe that impact. I don't know.
It was all of that, and low key, I wanted to like stop. I did want to stop, or at least like cut it down, because I realized it was like getting out of hand, but it was just like so hard. I didn't know how to, like. Even if I was to throw it away, like I would be, I've done this. I threw it away before. I'm like, dug right in the trash can, got it back. That's how bad it was. Like, or I would have something rolled up and I would like break it and throw it. And I would like, I would go back in the trash, get it, find a way find a way to like get it back together. I would make like my own type of bong. I would put a hole in a bottle cap and a hole on the side of the bottle cap, put that inside of there, and then smoke it like that, like a bong. So it was
Took it back to college.
Man, but
wow,
being here
because a lot of people would say like, that's not an addiction, boy. You can't be addicted to weed, you
I'm
know.
digging in the trash can.
Yeah,
like it's trash in there. It ain't it's like nasty. But being around the gym environment, I mean, obviously we did this thing called Sober October, but that was challenging. That was hard. Like it's like, yo, like. And you got to be truthful because you're gonna be held accountable, and you can't hide. You can't hide being high. Like you just know. Like you can't hide it. Like
yeah, we try.
Like yo, all right, cool. We gotta be there at 8. All right, so if I start at 4, take a nap, I should be good, right? It don't work like that. So like, it's a challenge. Like giving it up at first, but I started replacing it with different things, like different routines, looking at like, yo, like I'm more productive. I'm eating better. Like it just waned it off. Like I ain't even want it no more. Next thing you know, it's November and it's December and it's January, February, so on and so forth. It's like, oh, I ain't. And the biggest thing too.
So like, how long has it been now?
What's this, November? So a year and a month.
Yeah.
Give
it up for yeah. Congratulations, brother.
I will say this though. What a lot of people don't understand, like with like let's say addictions, like people look at you differently when you don't. They're so used to you doing it.
That's a fact.
They so used to you doing it, so you pull up and it's like, yo, like
spark up.
I'm good, dog. What? Now I don't even do that no more for real. Like I was on the phone with my LB. He's like, yo, like, no pun intended. He's like, yo, you're not cracking no more? It's like, nah, bro. It's like I'm clean. It's like, for real. It's like, I'm proud of you. I was not expecting that. Right. He was proud of me, but like, even being around it, like that's the hard part. Like once you come off of it and wean off of it, you're still going around and doing the same things, and you're like, yo, I mean, listen,
I could just real quick, yeah.
You know, this it. But then you're gonna fall back in that hole. You gonna fall back. Like I've saw it. Like I've witnessed that happen like firsthand. And that low key back my mom, like I knew I never would go to the extreme, but I know like nah, like
yeah, I was gonna ask that. Did you ever have a fear of going down to even harder drugs? Based on your family.
I didn't. Everybody else thought, like my grandmother, she would like when she understood I started smoking or whatever, she would like, she always said like, think about your mother. I didn't really understand what that meant, but the behavior, like my family suffers from like drug abuse, like bad, right? So even me just smoking weed, you can't even just say, oh, it's not whatever, like it is what it is. That was scary for me. I'm like, yo, I do not want to be like the rest of my family. You feel me? Like, I don't want to be that. Weed or not, I just like, nah. And I knew it was getting out of, like I said, I knew it was getting out of hand. I'm digging in trash cans. Not eating, like, not putting food in my fridge for some grass. Like, I'm risking everything. I'm smoking in the car. I'm driving. Like, if I get pulled over, you're done. Like, it's wraps. And it's just so many different things that I dodged with it that I'm grateful for. But it's like now, like it's so much better not even like doing it or having it. Like, I'm chill. I don't even entertain it. If I'm around it, like my sensory to it now, like I'm driving, like dang, yo, somebody like. But I'm like, dang, yo, I wonder if people thought that about me when I'm driving for real, because I couldn't smell nothing. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't smell nothing. Y'all good. I can't smell nothing. Right. You know, cologne. We good. Nah,
does not cover it up.
And that is so true. Like people think that you can't smell it. Like as an alcoholic now, when I'm around certain people that I know drink heavy, like they don't even know. Like as an alcoholic, Like I can tell the difference between somebody who just had a drink,
Right.
or the person that drank the day before all day. You know what I mean? It's coming out. Like I know that smell, you know, but being when I was that person, I didn't know what that smelled like. People like, yo, it's coming out your pores. Like you can smell it on you, bro. Like, did you drink? Like, I didn't even drink today. No, that's yesterday. Yeah, and it's like it. You know, I had a friend. I was just, you know, it's just I can smell it. Like it's on your breath from who knows how the day before. So that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah, you know, but it's a blessing to have gotten away from that, and it's like all the bad decisions, like.
And I think that's the biggest thing. It's the decisions you were making.
Right there. Yeah, right. Like my sleep was messed up. Like it just, I was so pressed to get high. Like I said, I'm waking up early just to smoke. I ain't waking up early to read or to get my day started or to stretch. I'm waking up to roll up, to get high, to go back to sleep for a little bit, then shower just to start working, then to get high again.
Right.
Like, nah, it just wasn't like my day revolved around weed. Wow. Like I could smoke all of my weed in a day. So I basically was buying weed almost every day as well. Like, so the person who was like serving me was, oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah. What you need?
Oh, you good?
You good? Let me make sure you're taking care of.
He texted me like I got a sale going.
Got that new strain.
I got the peach bubble gum. Oh, what's
You'll
that
love this one.
like?
This the flavor. This the flavor.
Just all time.
You like that sativa? I got that sativa for you.
Yeah, you got a bag. Now you go to a restaurant, you go somewhere you always go, like the usual. That's what it was, the usual. Like, yeah, you feel me? Like, and it just was. And that, again, like, you gotta get the supplies. Then you gotta get the, that's like $250 a week. Every and you just add that up every week, every month, and do that for the year. That's like an estimate of what I spent just on weed. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
12 G's a year.
Yeah, just on weed.
That's a lot of money.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So, go ahead,
real quick. So, I know you worked out a little bit before you got involved with Passport, but what about the working out? I know it was the atmosphere of everyone being here that kind of made you kind of turn more into like a workout guy now. Like if you're not here, I know you're going over the Golds, you're going other places working out, running. You get out there with Lamar and do some running. So, what is it about that helped change your life to where you are now?
I've always played like sports.
That's right, you D1, right?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna fact check that.
Catch
the scholarship offer.
Catch the blooper reels for that one. If you know, you know. But I played sports and been active my entire life. So getting back into me and Lamar talked about. I was like, yo, before Passport, I have no idea what we was doing. I don't know what I was doing. I was training with someone. It was whatever. So I started training here. It was like, yo, like,
big difference.
It's oh my God, was it? Yo, like we ain't touch a weight for like 4 or 5 months.
Absolutely,
had to get that form right. I told Mike, working on
Mike
Mr. Miyagi.
Troy don't play. Mike talk.
No, me and Mike was in here suffering. I'm trying to tell you, like again, like we was sober October. It was me and Mike. We was in here getting detoxed
for a good month,
basically.
2 months. Yeah,
but. Nah, like
get detox. That's so true. That is so true. No alcohol, no weed, all this working out, diet.
But no, outside
You're welcome.
Facts.
Appreciate you, Troy.
Outside of the atmosphere, just like getting back into it. Like you don't see the results like automatically, but I started feeling good, like just to be able to see progress, like with the form, like oh my God, I could do this. Like my body started feeling better. Like I was off. What Stephen A. said, I was off the weed. And I was making healthier decisions, not only with my diet, but with like actually training my body by being here. And I just felt amazing. I'm like, yo, like, I gotta keep this up. Like, and I just would never stop doing that. So it's like an everyday type of thing. And you continue to learn different things on your path with fitness. Like, I know what's for me. I want to try this. I want to try that. You want to get here. You want to get there. It's just like, it's fun. Like this is fun. Like being in shape is like the best thing in the world. Like,
It is.
It's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hands down.
Because
Just
it
being-
feeds into everything else. It feeds into what you now put into your body as far as your diet. It feeds into, do I want to take a drink or do I want to wake up groggy the next day because now I want to go work out? Right. It feeds into everything. Now I need to go to bed at a certain time because I realize how important that sleep is. So everything kind of feeds into, like, you get one thing together, and that's the Power 5, man.
bro.
That's the Power 5 we're working on, the physical, the mental, emotional, spiritual, financial. So
I think of how many decisions I made off of alcohol. Like,
I made bad decisions.
bad ones. Yo, I was like, remember I told you, like, I was going out of town and I would have to stay at a hotel that night. You like, babe, we're going to get a hotel room because I knew I was going to get tore up and I wouldn't want to drive back home. But it's like, now I'm like, we actually can drive back from Virginia. It's
At least
down
you're
the
making
street.
a smart decision with that.
Yeah.
Like getting a hotel and posting up.
Yeah.
Because some of us will make that decision to risk it.
Oh, I've risked it
Oh, yeah.
a minute.
That's the
I'm
bad
just
decision.
saying,
There you go.
I was
That's
just
the bad
talking about the
one.
decision part. I made a lot of those bad decisions. But yeah, and one of the last things I want us to go into is your business. Goal season, athletic wear, like how did that start? Like where you guys are and where you're going.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really proud of you.
Yes, sir.
You know, you and your, partners. Yeah, big deal. Another business owner, and just really excited to see where you're going with that. But just give us a little background on it. Tell us about Goal Season.
Look like you got some fresh fits on now.
Yeah,
Let's see.
some
Let's get
fresh
the little
fits
zoom
where
in
we
on
can
it.
rock it, where people
Okay.
can get it. You know, tell us a little bit.
Goal
New
season.
Vitality collection coming out, November 24th.
Yeah.
It's going to be on sale, Black Friday sale. Hop in the Discord. You get it early on 11/23.
Let them know what they need to do, man. Just
me?
plug it.
Follow the page on Instagram, Goal Season _. Follow the TikTok, GSX Athletic Brand, and Facebook, Goal Season Athletic Brand. We everywhere. The brand
And Troy,
company.
you put those at the bottom on
Yeah,
YouTube.
we'll tag it in
tag
there.
all of that. Yeah.
So, the company was founded by my cousin LeVar Shannon in 2015. He played college football. So he founded it because basically he was a red shirt on there and things didn't work out. He came back home. I believe he was at Albright. He came back home. It's funny. He went to church, and the sermon just kept saying, like, "It's your season. It's your season." So it was like a play on words with like the word "season" and "go." So what he did was he went to his father and said he wanted to start. He wanted to start a company. He wanted to start a brand. Father gave him like the initial investment.
Nice.
So we technically started out with wristbands, $5. I think you can go on Twitter and I think you type a certain word and you can see. We was typing in Goal Season and had it trending in terms of like the hashtag because we had a lot of people from like high school like hashtagging it and just kept saying things because it was like a feeling, like it was like a verb, like Goal Season and go get after it basically. And so after that, so the wristbands $5 sold out. So it was like, all right, cool. So after that, he brought me on. Like I came on maybe like 3 or 4 months later, and he just started just getting it, like just getting after it. And it's just so funny because if you look back at the older stuff in comparison to where we at now, it's like we can laugh about it, like the t-shirt designs, but it's a whole journey because after 15 going into 16, we just learned so much about the business and what we thought we did, honestly, because retail clothing it's a monster, it's a beast. And
Yes.
so we started out, we had I guess technically a manufacturer here in Baltimore. So we would like get shirts. We would order like 100 shirts or whatever. And then we would go there and he would like screen press whatever the design was at the time onto the shirt. And then we would go, and we didn't even have a website at the time. So we would just like have stuff in the trunk or have stuff in our bag and just price it out. Like it'd be like $20, $25, $30, whatever. And I would just put everything like in Excel and just like keep note of who sold what size, the money we making, and we just like go out. I use my grandmother a lot. She worked at Johns Hopkins. She knew everybody. I give her a pack. Grandma, you tell all your friends. I mean, she sold to everybody in the hospital.
Wow.
Grandma,
my baby
go.
T-shirt.
Yeah,
My
grandma,
baby
to go.
tell it,
T-shirts,
it's
baby.
go
Like,
season.
And we all in school, so she'll call, like, it'd be like, she like, hey, baby, I need 3 shirts. I need a medium, a large, and I need a small because Miss Janet, she needs that for Christmas. All right, I got you. I got our class. So that's how we was rocking. Like, so we was using everything to our advantage, like on campus, just like plugging it, like whatever.
Hustle.
Just, it is what it is. Like,
Hustling.
and on my Twitter, I have our first website is my pinned tweet, and I'm probably never going to unpin it. Our first website design is it's horrible, but whatever. It's still there to this day, 2016. And from that, again, we just kept on like progressing and just we learned so much day by day, night by night, hour by hour. Like, all right, cool. This is how we want to operate. This is how you want to move. Like, how do we make this item? We didn't know what a MOQ was. We didn't know it was a minimum. We didn't know about manufacturers. We didn't know none of that at first.
But the great part is y'all started.
Yeah. And we just
Facts.
we were failing, but we wasn't failing. We were learning so much, like so much about it. Like our biggest success in the beginning was we did a breast cancer shirt, and we flew, and we was like, yo, like, dog, like they all gone. That's the first time we sold out of something. We never sold out of anything. This is the first time we sold out of something. We was like, all right, cool. And now we want to make hoodies, right? So we took that money and made hoodies, and we sold out of those. But see, the thing about it, like people got to understand is you got to think about seasons, because those hoodies we sold them, but it was
ahead of time, right? You got to get out.
You got to be like almost
Start hitting those the end of summer. This is like the fall time to get the fashion out.
You gotta be like, you really want to be a year ahead for every season, basically. Wow. Because you need to know, you want to be a year ahead, and you want to try to predict trends.
I was about to say, so how do you go to like fashion shows? How do you predict what's going to be the next, if you're trying to predict out a year in advance? Like, how do you know what's going to hit that summer or that season rather?
Socials now, because like the thing now, like the biggest thing now in terms of like the industry are mesh shorts. So you can predict like how long that'll last too.
Right.
Like, all right, cool. Like this is gonna, because if you look at the evolution of how we had like compression tank tops, which are cool. I still wear them out to this day, but it's like people wear more of the stringer tank tops now, because that's just like the better look. And we joke about the pump cover, but people wear over their pump cover and their stringer top.
Right.
So people not really wearing like compression anymore when they work out. They're wearing more of like the baggier look because it's easier for them to work out. Like, it's just, you got to be on trend, but you got to be on socials and around the industry all day, every day. So like, if I am on social media, I'm studying these brands. I'm looking at influence, I'm looking at the content that's being created. You're looking at the manufacturers because you got to develop a relationship with them.
Right.
They gonna get you hit. They gonna be like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at that. Like we did a poll the other day about book bags or duffel bags. Everybody said they wanted book bags. You go in the gym, you don't see nobody with duffel bags. You see them with book bags, like the big book bags. So it's like things like that. Like, dang, nobody use duffels anymore? They really don't, because you can put everything in your book bag. You put your shoes, your headphones, your equipment in the book bag, and it's easier to carry around in the gym on your back or like this.
So now we're getting into the gym fashion.
Gym, that's really what it is. That's what it is.
Gym
No,
fashion.
you
Like,
definitely
you can't just go in there with your regular degler.
And that's the change. Like the percept, we wanted to change that too. Is like, men used to just go in the gym, just throw a t-shirt on, some shorts, and just, get at it. Cool, ain't nothing wrong with that. But now it's like, yo, people be icy in the gym. Like, they still getting at it, but they presentable.
It's a fashion to it.
Yeah, you're presentable with it. Men and women. And so like we was like early on, that wasn't really the thing. That wasn't even a trend. Early on, we was still trying to figure out like our niche. Like, what are we gonna do? For real, we found it with women in leggings. Like, that was it. That was the one. We did, I forget the name of that collection. So many collections. I forget the name of that collection, but we did a collection. It was a black, gray, and blushes pink set. It was bra and leggings. That did extremely well. It was like, yo, all right, cool.
The ladies leading the way.
Yo, I mean, hey, shout out to them. But we was making stuff that we wanted, but it wasn't selling because like nobody wanted it though. It's like, all right, cool. We gotta figure out like what we need to do. One, you gotta develop an influence yourself. You gotta be able to convince people like why they need it, why they want it, should they spend their money on this and not this.
So y'all kind of creating
you gotta create it because no matter what's going on out here, if you can't create that or sustain that, and people don't like rock with you, they ain't gonna buy. You feel me? So we was like, all right, we gotta learn how to do that. The biggest thing for us, because we fast forward, we got to 2019, and we like, yo, like it's been hard. Like we've been up, we've been down, we've been up, we've been down. Like, yo, like what are we not doing? We think we got it all figured out. We don't at all. Like we got a new website. We learning more about manufacturers and communication with them. We still don't know about like scheduling. We know like with manufacturers, there's a list. The more money you spend, the higher you get on that list, the higher priority you are. And a lot of manufacturers like Nike, Alpha Elite, they use the same people, but they spending millions of dollars, so they gonna be number one, regardless.
All the time, right?
All the time. So you gotta find a really good manufacturer, build that relationship with them, which takes years. It ain't just like we've been with our manufacturer for some years, and so we're able to get things differently, things made differently. So in 2019, like, yo, like, we gotta do this is hard. Like we gotta figure this out.
Man, what are y'all up to now as far as apparel? Like what all do you offer?
A little bit of everything. So we try to label it as unisex, honestly, because men and women can wear it. So t-shirts,
Pump covers.
I mean, men do your thing. If you want to wear like, like the bras and do your thing, but leggings,
those are
socks.
unisex too. the leggings and. Might be smart to asking. I just want to make sure.
Call them compressors.
Compressors.
Are you gonna do any? There's been like a request for like some half zips.
Yeah. So we got next year we got two clubs coming out. Definitely. I mean, I want Lamar to be a part of it. For real. The Run Club.
That's a special. Yeah, that Under Armour half zip.
Green light.
The 22s. We're gonna do the Run Club and the Lifting Club because my cousin is into bodybuilding, so he's trying to get his pro card this year. Nice. So we make just about everything, honestly. Sweatsuits, sweatpants, not half zips yet, but zip ups. We got some other things we put.
Got socks and stuff too.
Yeah, accessories like resistant bands. Hats, we got 3 different variations of hats. This is a 5-panel hat. Then we have like the actual athletic cap that you like can work out or run in. We had like some other distress. It's funny, the distressed dad hats were a thing for like a year. Then they're gone.
Right.
Gone. These 5 panels, the wave, right? So it's like you got to be hip to all that.
Ahead.
Yeah, it's like, all right, cool. But one of the biggest challenges for us came in COVID, 2020. Me and my cousin, we had a call. It was like, yo, like, because we had a credit line out with Alibaba, and so when that happened, COVID happened, Alibaba took everybody's credit line away, so we didn't have no money. We was like, yo, like the credit line was like our money. We was like, dog, and you didn't get no notification or nothing. It was like, I only knew about it because that's the space of finance. So I'm like, yo,
what are
we need to.
Yeah, we got to figure it out.
Yo, I don't know what's going on. Like, we had money, like, we had money in our account, but it's like, yo, this was like a lot of money. So I had a conversation like, yo, like, we going to go crazy with this. If it flop, we done. Straight up. And so that's when that's when Envision came out, November 16th, 2020. And we put so much into that. Like we was like scouting people like, yo, we want you to wear this for us. We want you to review this. We want you to do this. We did all types of content. And it just, honestly, we just doing any and everything. it was planned. It was like, yo, this gotta be a banger. Like, it is what it is.
Right.
So when it dropped, went nuts. And everybody know the first 25 to 30 minutes into a launch tells a lot. Okay. Like if it's slow, it's like, this may not be. But if it's fast, like if it's banging, oh yeah, this
quick.
This one of the ones. This one of the ones. That joint sold out. Sold out. Like we was just sitting here like.
Is that the one like the City Collection and all that, or was that different?
Nah, it was the Envision. It was the it was really only for women. It was black, ruby, gray, and like a darkish green legging, gray half cut hoodie, black half cut hoodie, and that was it.
Okay.
And it just
that took off.
It took off, and so that momentum was like, all right. We dropped again in December the Evolve collection. It was 3 hoodies. It was a gray, green, and like a cream hoodie. Same thing, flew. It's like, yo, we're starting to like, the momentum is important. Is we growing. Then in spring, really spring, it was February, but we called it Spring Envision. We found an item, Envision, was Nike calls it the hero item, like the Air Force is a hero item. Like it's like
consistent.
No matter what,
it's gonna sell.
If we say we're gonna drop forces, they gone. Yeah. So he was like, yo, Envision is the one for us. Spring Envision, we was more calculated with our approach in terms of content, how we did it, the people we had on, all of that. That's always the barometer for how we judge anything going forward to this day, because that did so well.
Right.
Like it just did the stats on Instagram. Like this, it was
took off.
Crazy. It was like, yo, like, bet. So we had 3 like bangers, and then we did something that wasn't a banger.
That's business though.
That's business.
We was like, yo, we ready to do this. We went crazy. It was our strength collection. It was a lot. It was a lot. We had, I think, like 5 shirts, 4 to 5 shorts, and 2 hats. And we didn't do it right. We didn't promote it the right. We didn't follow the same blueprint and add certain things. We sold, but it was like, it was a dud. Like, I'm the finance guy. I was like, yo, nah, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. So we learned. We was still learning. Like, all right, cool. Like just because we had 3 bangers doesn't mean everything's going to be a banger. We got to figure out like how to navigate, how to sell appropriately. Like even if everything doesn't sell out, how do we still make money? What do we do in like the months that we don't have merchandise being sold? Like how do we continue to make money come in that
consistent.
way? Like just learning, like learning different things from it. And coming now, 2022 is like the biggest lesson we've learned is our approach, our content has to be top tier. There's no lackadaisical content. It has to be the best content. We can just be dropping a hat. It has to be the absolute best content in the world for it. Like you gotta be the best. Nice. No, like for this collection, we shot for like 5 to 6 days. And that's what it takes, because we did another collection called the Hometown Collection. Funny, actually, I split my finger. I split my finger doing that because we was at the gym before my cousin got there.
I remember that.
I'm over here lifting weights. I put the weight down. Weight hit my finger. Split.
Definitely remember that.
Didn't even realize it. Then I looked. I was like, oh.
That didn't happen in here, by the way.
Didn't happen in passport.
Did not happen.
Disclaimer.
In the passport. Yeah.
Disclaimer.
But I wrapped it up real quick. Got down there. We shot the commercial, and then the Hometown went crazy. But
that's the commercial you did, right?
Yeah.
What you were running when you? Yeah.
But the production on that was like
it was
top tier.
Yeah.
So we like, yo, we can take the same production from Hometown and mix it with the same strategy from Spring Envision and just do that every time and add little things. It's going to be hard for us to fail with that. right?
Man.
And so again, we're still learning different things. Like
The great part is that y'all are learning and y'all keep going.
yeah,
Y'all good a good collaboration this year too, right?
shout out to Golds. Golds. So my cousin, he's been working out there or training there. What's it, 2022? Oh, well over a year. Actually just popped up in the memories because Facebook will show you that and Instagram will show you that too. I think it popped up in the memories a few days back.
Okay.
Started training there with the dude Matt. Shout out to Matt, Dude Work Factory. And just develop. This is organic. Just going there, just being regular, not even forcing nothing. And they seeing what we were doing, and Var was in there just developing a following, just being himself. And they reached out. They reached out to us because for real, we were like trying to be in places, and people was like, "Nah, we ain't. Nope, you ain't getting no reply backs. You ain't getting this. You ain't getting that. All right, cool. Trying to do bad business. We like, dog, like, whatever." They reached out to us like, yo, we want to have, your stuff inside of Golds. He was like Golds is like the place for bodybuilding. Like that's like, yo, like this is okay. Say no more.
Say no more.
Say less. Bet.
Probably get rid of all your pump covers over there.
Take them off.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, low key, we did. Like we did.
I'm sorry,
like,
pump covers are just so funny, man. We were in the gym, we had a conversation about pump covers. We were like, what is that? What is a pump cover? And
Never
he
heard
tried-
of a pump
Right, and he explained it to us. Makes sense now, but it didn't make sense. Because you're like, hold on, you get a pump, then you take the shirt off, but then you put it back on after. Like, I didn't understand it, but yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
Shout out to the pump covers.
Mike wilded me out for that. He's like, so what? I'm like, nah.
Yeah, and then he told us, never mind, I ain't gonna go there. So the pair wasn't for us. Like, y'all don't really fit the mold for what we trying to target.
Right.
So you good.
You good.
Let's stick to your passport
Let's get
shirts.
to these questions, Troy. Let's get to these questions.
But yeah, shout out to Goals, man. They show
Shout out to Goals.
They show
Goals.
love.
Mad love.
And it's like you just gotta keep staying consistent and just keep rocking. And it's funny because the people that said no before are the same people that are coming back now. Like, yo, we want you to blah blah blah.
Yeah.
If y'all want to,
didn't know me.
The paperwork gonna be different now.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, so it's just keep pushing through with that. So we got a lot of exciting things coming up. But it's the process is fun. Like me and Var have been up like all night, just working and trying to find out how to make things better.
Yeah.
How to do this. Black Friday all the time is a beast.
Crazy time.
It's a beast. Because is God bless. But just trying to figure out like how to keep improving. What else are we gonna do? How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that? We need to go here. Like that's the fun part. It's work, but it's fun. It's fun. So we got a lot of exciting things coming up in the threshold for us.
All right, bad man. Let's roll into these questions. I get these deep questions, the unanswerable questions, as you say.
Questions, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's start with the child you were, be proud of the man you are today.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The child I wasn't even really misguided. I just was like ashamed, for real. Like child I was ashamed of who I really wanted to be. The person I am now, I'm me. Like I am who I am for real. Like I'm myself. Like I will tell you in a heartbeat, I love anime. That's what I read. That's what I watch. I'm a nerd with it. It's tatted on my arm. The childhood me would look at that as a hero, like, wow. Because nobody else was like proud of that for real.
All right. Which is worse to you, failing or never trying?
Never trying. Because you're gonna fail regardless. It don't matter. Like whatever you do, whatever sport you play, whatever subject you like study, you're going to fail. It's like nobody went into English or math that first day and got like 100% on, unless you're just a genius. That's, shout out to you. But you're gonna fail. I did art, I failed. Like I had to get good at it. But that failure allowed me to learn from it. Math, everybody, I love math. Everybody hate math. I'm like, hate why? It's easy. It's really not. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not. But I had to fail it. I had to like. I used to get 60s and 50s on my papers, like my math stuff. But I learned from it. It was like then I started getting 80s, 90s, 95s to the point where it's like, oh, this ain't easy. Like, so.
But you'd be surprised. I mean, failure keeps a lot of people from starting.
True.
And even trying.
That's
so
true.
it seems easy to guys like us where we're not afraid to fail. We embrace that because we know there's lessons behind it. But yeah, the guys of us, it just seems like, I'm rather fail than just not even try. Exactly. Yeah. Let's see, what's the last one I had? What's one regret you don't want to have?
One regret I don't want to have is like not giving it my all. Like, regardless of what it is, don't matter, doesn't matter. Like, just giving it my all. Like, 120%. That's it. Like, E.T. Whatever it is. I could be just trying to put a desk together or something. I don't know. I'm going to give it my all. Like, I never want to not give anything my all because people are watching you. Like, shout out to you, Mike, for putting me on, but I got these kids are like, they look up to, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Magic minds.
They watching my every single move. And it's like, I can never give up. I gotta give them all because they looking, and that's the least I can do.
Right,
is give them my all and show them I'm giving them my all. Like they gonna give it their all too. So that's
dope.
Yeah,
kids need you, man. Kids need you. All right, last one we'll do is what is your favorite excuse? And there's a follow up to that one depending on how you answer. What's your favorite excuse to use?
Yo, what's my favorite? I don't even know. Both my headlights went out.
Little inside joke, inside jab on
nah,
somebody.
For real. I don't know what my favorite excuse is.
We've heard quite a few coming to the gym though.
Let me hear one. Cause I can't remember. I probably ain't using it in a minute.
I mean,
I don't know. I really don't.
If you don't have any, you don't have any.
I know.
That's all it is.
It's fine. You don't have any.
Watch. It's gonna be a week. Like I'm gonna say it. Like you remember that one time?
It's gonna come back. We got it on tape.
Like, yo, man, yo, like
it's good. That's good. You don't have any. You can't take it.
Nah, it's gonna be in the chat tonight.
Right.
So, what's some words you want to take us out of here with, man? That you would love the people to either know about you, to just know what it is you're about to get into as we wrap this episode 3 up with Mr. Hinton. So, what's some things you want to tell the people?
I don't have no quotes. To be real with you. I'm alive.
Why you look at Mike like that? I ain't got no quotes. Mr. Quotey,
no quotes
Mr.
no
Quotey
books.
quote.
Yeah, yo, might be like, because John J. Abrams. What? Nah, I don't. The only thing I would just tell people for real is just keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Like, stay consistent with what you're doing, your routine. That has helped me these past, I don't even know, it's going on 6 months now. Like, just staying consistent has helped so much. But just stay consistent and keep going. That's it. That's it.
Sacrifices are inevitably.
That's it.
I like what you said that, Troy.
I like the way you said that.
Like the way you said
that.
Oh boy, catching a lot of strays tonight, shorty. You ain't gonna watch this
lot
one.
of strays.
So thank you, man. That's a great
Appreciate
story,
you, good
great
brother.
episode. And just, I guess, once again, just tell people where they can find you, your socials, things like that, if you want people to kind of follow your page and your journey, what you're doing.
Cool. My personal page is mall.gsx. The company page is GoSeason_. That's on Instagram. TikTok, same for me, mall.gsx. GSX Athletic Brand on TikTok. And then Facebook, Jamal Hinton. The brand is Go Season Athletic Brand. It'll be good.
Nice.
So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the page. Definitely get us out there as we try to build our following and get more people on board with Passport and with gym therapy as well. Yeah. I had to throw my little shot in there too.
Where the passport?
Yeah, he's up here with
Passport,
that bottle of water. I had to change him out with the cup.
I like those.
Change him out.
Yeah. But yeah, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the page. And as we continue to move on into these gym therapy episodes, Mike, anything you want to take us out of here with?
I think we said it all today.
Said it all. Yeah. So
like you said, just keep going.
Keep going. That's it. Stay consistent. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
We are out.